Yo, this is Real Talk E. Welcome to the locker room. We're talking nothing but basketball. Ladies and gentlemen, Giannis Antetokounmpo has dropped a bomb on the Bucks. He's firing from all cylinders right now. This was something I was not expecting. And if you say you was expecting this, you're out of your mind. I mean, just a couple years ago, Giannis, I think it's actually last year, not even a couple years ago, Giannis signed an extension for 6 years with the Milwaukee Bucks. Then he said yesterday, I think, or the day before, he said that he would not sign with the Bucks ever again unless they show him a commitment to winning a title. Huh? Now, this is shocking because the Bucks just won a title in 2021. And for Giannis Antetokounmpo to come out and say this as the star player of this team, as the guy of this team, as the main player of the Bucks, is insane. Why do I say this?
It just makes sense.
First of all, Giannis and this Bucks team have been through a lot. And we saw them be the best team in the league a couple of years. We saw them be a top 4 for a couple of years. We saw them really work hard in the regular season and get bounced out in the playoffs. We saw them, win a championship. A lot of people, say it's not a valid championship. I mean, it happened the year where everybody was injured. It wasn't like a regular playoff series, blah, 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 so on and so forth. But as a true fan of basketball, as a true fan of sports, I will never take a championship away from anybody because I'm a fan of a team that has not won a championship ever. And I'm still here waiting for them to win a chip. So I will never take a championship away from anybody, no matter how you win the ring. It's sports. You need luck. Some teams might have more luck than others, and it's fine. It's okay. But back to the main point. When you saw the Bucks go up against the Heat this year, we all thought that they're going to beat the Heat even if Giannis was out. We thought it might be a 6-game series. It might even go 7 since Giannis is out. No. They were gone. I mean, the Heat, dragged them out. I think the Bucks only won 1 game, and that was it. Giannis got injured, and that was all. The team was done. And for a team that just won a championship 2 years ago, for a team that did really good in the regular season, for a team that did good with all the injuries that it suffered, I was not expecting this from them. A first-round exit, definitely not what I was expecting from the Bucks. And I understand Giannis. I understand what he's trying to say. I understand what he's getting at. How can I sign with you when you're not focused on what I'm focused on? I'm trying to win rings. I'm trying to build a legacy. I'm trying to enter the Hall of Fame. And you're sitting here worried about money and coaches and da-da-da. Y'all gave me a coach for years, and although I won a championship with him, he did not change nothing in the game. There's no adjustments. We had Jrue Holiday guarding Jimmy Butler by himself for the entire series. When was he going to change that? I mean, as a coach, you should know, okay, we're going to put our best defender on this guy, on the opposite team's best offensive player. But if he starts cooking our best defender, there's going to be some double teams, some traps, some boxing ones, picking up full court. There's going to be something other than just man-to-man defense. That did not happen. And I don't know how that didn't process in Budenholzer's brain. I don't know how those thoughts never crossed his brain. Like our best defender, Jrue Holiday, who the league has been talking about and of how great of a defense he plays, is getting cooked right now. Why are we still leaving him by himself? Jimmy Butler has turned it up a notch. Tyler Hero went down. He's their only offensive player at this point. I mean, some of the other guys started getting cooking and whatever. But in this series, the first round series, they still were not. Like, Caleb Martin was not Caleb Martin that we saw against the Celtics. Or even against the Knicks. So, you should have double teamed. You should have double teamed. And I get it, in the playoffs, you want to pick your poison, whatever, but that was the wrong poison to pick. You never pick the best player on the other team to go off for a huge amount of points and have a lot of assists and playmaking and be involved or whatever. No. As much as you pick your poison with the team, you got to pick your poison with the star player as well. If you're going to have him try to beat you by himself, then stop his passing. Let him go off of 50. Maybe he'll have the hardest 50 points of his life. Stop his passing. There was no adjustments at all. No adjustments. And this has been a complaint from NBA fans against Budenholzer and the Bucks for the last couple of years. Even their defense. We all knew how the Bucks were going to come out every single time. Their starting lineup is damn near the same 4 guys. Year after year after year after year. And they're only getting older. So when do you decide it's time to make a change? When do you decide it's time to shock the league? It's time to make some moves. Their bench has not been the greatest bench in a long time. They have a lot of people would say these are good shooters, whatever. But to me, these guys are mid. The last couple of years, they've had some mid shooters off the bench. I mean, come on, bro. They literally got Jay Crowder, bro. Like, Jay Crowder, are you serious, bro? Like, bro, come on, bro. The man hits 2 threes every 5 games. And then he goes 10 games without hitting a 3. And then he goes 2 games where he hits like 4 threes. Like, it's super up and down. His shooting splits are terrible. And when do you decide to make a change? You pretty much figured out. Everybody knows how y'all going to play. And especially you look at last year, Chris Middleton's injuries. Giannis had a couple of injuries. He was in and out of the lineup. It was bad. They started off the year hot. I'm not going to lie to you. They started off the year hot. I think they were like 9-0 or 10-0. And then after that, just reality kicked in. And it just was not the same. It was never the same since then. I don't know what it was. I genuinely don't know, bro. So I agree with Giannis. But I'm not going to lie to you, Giannis. You're on this contract for a long time, my boy. I don't think you get off this contract until you're like 33, 32 years old. I don't think people really care where you go at that point. Unless you're like a LeBron type of player, a Curry type of player, where you don't decline in your 30s. And you pretty much stay around the same level. Maybe, obviously you're going to decline a little bit. But you stay around the same level. Then I understand. But if you're 32, 33 coming off this contract, and you're no longer playing the same way that you're playing right now, and you don't develop a 3-point shot, I don't think people really care where you go, bro. I'm not going to lie to you. You might as well stay with the Bucks and finish off, just finish off your career and be one of those Dirk Nowitzki type of players. Just spend your whole career with the team that drafted you, the team that took a chance on you, that was patient with you, that developed you, that won a championship with you. You might be one of those type of guys. You won a couple of MVPs. You won, I think, 1 or 2 Defensive Player of the Years. You have a championship, a Finals MVP. I don't know how much more you want. I mean, obviously, I know you want to build a legacy. You want to be in the Hall of Fame like a lot of those other guys. To say the truth, I don't know if you're going to be able to sign with another team at 32, 33 and perform at a very high level. Let me say that. Because I'm telling you this right now. Everybody's going to want to sign Giannis. I will never say Giannis would not be wanted by any team at 32, 33 years old, even 34. Because his name alone holds a lot of weight. But right now, the way he's playing right now, going full 105% every single time down the court, straight to the basket, every single time, he has to get through guys and push his way through everybody, drop his shoulders and all this stuff. I don't know if that's going to age well unless you develop a three-point shot. I don't know if Giannis is going to develop a three-point shot. He takes them, but I don't know if he's going to develop a good one, a respectable one. So hopefully he figures that out. I agree with him, but at the same time, I do think there's a little bit more that goes into, what he's saying. You need to develop a three-point shot. You need to figure out how your career is going to last first, because people might not care if your career doesn't last, if your talent is no longer the same or somewhat relatively the same, to what you're doing right now. But anyways, y'all, that's enough of me rambling and chatting. It's time for y'all to let me know, chatting down below, like, comment, subscribe, and share. This is Real Talk with Ian. It's time to leave the locker room. I'm going to catch y'all. Safety in my hearts.
Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. The officials have to review it. And the Lakers win the game. Banks it in. He banks in the three. To win it. Good. That's why he's NBA All-Defensive Team. Adebayo, sky high with the block and rejection. This is for the win. Got it. Wow. At 7, working against Butler, got down.